Hey, what's going on guys, over here, and in today's video we're going to be restoring a pair of white metallic 5s from 2015 or 14. What we're going to be doing to the shoes, giving it a full deep clean, give it a full midsole repaint, on yellow the soles, leather repaint, and painting these yellow plastic pieces. So it's going to be a lengthy restoration, so let's get started. So the first step is to remove the laces so we can get started with the pre-treatment process. And so now we're going to insert our shoe tree inside the shoe. Okay, so we're going to get started with the pre-treatment process, and the solution I'm going to be using is Rejuvenator, and we're going to give it a full deep clean. Okay guys, so I'm back after letting the shoe dry. Off camera, I went ahead and put it inside the washing machine, so the insides are fully disinfected now. The material is white now. The netting, the insides are clean now. The material right here it's back to its original color, and stitching overall cleaned up. It's still dark, but I'm not worried about that since I'm gonna repaint the whole leather. So the next step is to smooth out the scratches on the whole shoe. As you can see, there's a bunch up here, a couple there, and a bunch in the toe box. So for that, we're going to be using 400 and 800 grit sandpaper to smooth out the scratches pieces and hit the areas. Don't go too rough on, because you don't want to make the scratches worse. And just go in a circular motion. You don't want to smooth out too much, because you can see the leather has like a slight tumble look to it, and if you smooth that area too much, it's gonna be a flat leather, and it's gonna look off, because you're gonna have this nice tumble leather, then it's gonna be smooth and then tumble. So you just want to be careful not to smooth a lot. Okay, so I've done the whole shoe. All the scratches are ready. We're gonna go ahead and tape off the midsoles so we can strip them with acetone to get them ready for the midsole repaint. Okay, so now we're gonna start taping up the shoe for the stripping process. Okay guys, so I'm done taping up the uppers. So yeah, so now we're gonna strip them using acetone and cotton ball. So you just wanna get acetone on the cotton ball and just strip the midsole. You don't want to put too much pressure on the midsole, because you will cause damage. So just lightly strip it. Okay guys, so we're done stripping the midsoles. As you can see, they're nicely stripped. So now we're just going to remove the tape. Okay guys, so now we're going to tape up the uppers and the soles included this time, so we can lay down our paint. Alright guys, so now we're going to get started with the repainting process, and the first color we're going to use is Angelus Flat White. We're going to go ahead and pour it into our palette. And whenever you're doing repaint guys, you want to do light and even coats. Don't kick the paint on. Dip your brush and remove some of the excess paint, and do back and forth motion so you don't get any paint strokes. You really want to take your time with this since it's white. It's gonna take a couple coats to lay down, and once you lay down your first coat, you want to go over it with the heat gun and dry it. Okay guys, so I'm done laying down the white. It's on the whole midsole, and now I went ahead and taped up the little triangle because we are going to be spraying with our airbrush this silver paint. What I did was just get normal silver and a little bit of black to darken it up. And the reason why I'm going to be using my airbrush is because silver is it's out of the can, it's watery, and with the brush it's just gonna take forever and it's gonna pile up and it's gonna look messy. So that's why I'm gonna be using the airbrush. So just tape around the triangle. I covered it up so I don't get any overspray on the uppers. So now we're just gonna lay it down with our airbrush. Perfect, as you can see, no leakage. So now we're gonna do the same thing with the silver teeth. What I'm gonna be doing is putting a piece of tape and another piece of tape, spraying this area, take it off, another tape here, piece of tape, spray that teeth, take it off, piece of tape here, piece of tape here, tape it on, spray it, take it off, tape. You get the point. I'm gonna do it off camera because it's gonna be a lengthy process. So I'll be right back once I'm done painting the silver. Okay guys, so I'm done laying down the silver, as you can see, on all the little triangles. Yeah, it came out nicely, as you can see. So now we're ready to spray it with our Krylon matte finish, and we'll be back once we let the finisher dry. Okay guys, so I removed the tape, and as you can see, the midsoles came out pretty damn good, but they came out great. Now the next step is to tape off the midsoles so we can prep the leather and get it ready for the repaint. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so I'm back after taping up the shoe. I taped up the netting, the sock liners, the inside netting, this side, and the 23 and the Jumpman, so we don't get any white paint. And we are going to be painting these yellow plastic areas, but before we paint it, we have to apply 3 coats of a plastic adhesion promoter so the paint can stick better to the material. I'll be back once the adhesion promoter dries. Alright guys, so I'm done letting the finisher dry, the adhesion promoter. So now we're going to be using our airbrush white. All I did was put flat white with too thin so it can flow better through the airbrush. So I already went ahead and put in our paint. So let's get started. You want to do light and even coats. Okay guys, so we're done laying down, letting the finisher dry. So now we're gonna remove the tape. Okay guys, so there you go. There's got the tape. Everything came out smooth. So now we are pretty much done with this restoration. So now we are gonna put our shoelaces back. Okay guys, so we're done with this restoration, and what we did to the shoe was give it a full deep clean, give it a full midsole repaint, a full leather repaint, and painted the plastic areas since they were yellow. I didn't bother with yellowing because it's too deep, it's too yellow, but other than the yellowing, the shoe came out looking good. If you guys have any questions, please email me or DM me on Instagram. I will leave all my social media in the description, even my email. Please like and subscribe for more content. And yeah, so if you need your shoes cleaned or restored, just hit me up and we'll make it happen. This was Alba, guys. Take care. I'm out.